Fáilte a bhaile, my friends. Welcome back to Our Legends. Seeing as Valentine's Day is almost upon us, I thought I would tell the story of the ghost of Lover's Leap. But before we begin, if you could hit like, subscribe, it would mean the world to us. Also, comment down below, let us know what part of the world you're watching from. So without any further delay, let's dive into the ghost of Lover's Leap. The top of the steep rock outcrop is smooth and shining, polished by the feet of countless visitors. They came here to see the famous view over the River Dargle, and the haunted place where, according to legend, a young lady ended her earthly days by throwing herself onto the rocks below. The legend states that the lady had been unfaithful to her promised man and taken up with a younger lover who had charmed her with his wit and flattery. After finding out about his lady's adulterous activities, her betrothed was struck with grief and soon died from a broken heart. Our lady found out about this while she was singing her lover's favourite song to him. As she paused between verses, she heard the distant toll of a church bell, unmistakably signifying a death. On inquiring, and with terrible fear clutching her heart, she discovered that her former lover, stricken by her unfaithfulness, had died of a broken heart. Overcome by remorse, she left her new admirer and hurried to the graveyard, where they had just buried the young man who had died for her. There, despite the pleading of her friends, she spent a night of sleet and rain at his graveside. On each following night she came again, and although her worried family tried to dissuade her, she continued her lonely vigil, only going back home during the daylight hours. Indifferent to the pleadings of those who loved her and her new admirer, who had been responsible for her desertion of her former lover, she continued to spend each night at the graveside, determined, it seemed, to die for him as he had died for her. Eventually, inevitably, her mind collapsed, and she told her distraught sister that her lover had risen from the grave and walked her through the Dargle Glen, promising to meet her again and take her to a place where they could be together forever. Much alarmed, the girl's family tried to keep her confined to the house, but she managed to escape, and her brother quickly followed her, heading with all his speed to the churchyard where he knew he would find her. Unfortunately, he arrived too late, only in time to catch a glimpse of her scarf fluttering in the breeze as she ran towards the river. Trying desperately to overtake her, he saw her climb up the huge crag surmounting the Dargle, pause a moment on its treacherous brink, and then plunge into the swollen river below. Undoubtedly lured to her death by the phantom lover conjured up in her tortured imagination. Each Midsummer's Eve, the ghost of the lady is said to appear in the same place, waiting for her betrothed to fulfill his promise. The apparition then grimly makes her lover's leap and disappears into the murky shadows below. And that is the story of the ghost of Lover's Leap. This is Jay from Our Legends. Thank you so much for watching. Good night and good luck.